Good morning. I'm coming on here real quickly just to give you the energies about what we're dealing with. I just did an energy read for a client, just check in with their situation. So right now we are dealing with ending cycles. Again, here's with this heartbrokenness here. We're healing though. We're healing the things that maybe have been done to us in the past, collectively with family. Remember, this is a general reading, so I'm getting just everybody in there. There's some things that we are really truly dealing. Maybe something has been said to us in childhood, something that's been done by the DM or DF that has been hurtful. This situations, person, place, of things that we're dealing with right now, and we're in the healing process. I feel like again we're like on the tail end of that. We're getting. Hello, Divine Sunshiners. Hello, Divine Sunshiners. I pulled some cards today about the energies that I am feeling. Where we are, the Divine Masculine is having growing pains about really truly having to grow up spiritually and mature. These are the tests that you've already had before. These are the tests that you kind of maybe failed before. These are the tests that saying, hey, this is the moment you've been prepared for. Now let me see how you're going to be able to handle it now. Clear. YouTube channel. All right, see you in a few. Benefits. So the story is still from your ancestors. It's still stored in your body. Stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago. Clearer as to how we'll be able to handle things. Collectively, these foundations are columns, which means what's upholding our safety, our shelter, where we find our safe place. To me, we're getting more clearer about that, how we're upholding, where is our safe place, how we're able to be there in the midst of it, and they say in the midst of a storm. We're getting very crystal clear. We got a 4, which is grounding, moving into love, which is a 10, we're getting ready to begin again. And some of us are getting ready. We're clearing off and we're getting more crystal clear as the vision as to where we want to go. I didn't even see this. I was talking about that. And I said, they say storm warning here. After the storm, clearing, getting rid of some of us again in our spirit, or spirit has called on. I see this lightning here to bring on this storm, to like again to look at things. We have to now come up with a new way of looking at things, that understanding these storms are not coming to punish us, but the storms are coming here to rebrand us, rebirth us, to clear things, and to it says rebranch us, which again is about what we're connecting to, what our cells are connecting to. And so this is where we are in this point where we are it keeps on saying rebranching, rebranding, branching out, new branches, new places that they want us to be as well. Anything else? So we could become more balanced of the yin and yang, the divine feminine, divine masculine energies, the light and the dark, the shadow and the spirit. I had said that also in the playground experience, how again we have to move into the energies of understanding that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And a lot of times we say this as it sounds cute, it sounds catchy, but a lot of times we are not forgiving of ourselves, because we, again, like I said on the show, if we were angels once, or ascended masters, or whatever in our spirit, we just really truly believe that these things should come, or we should be able to do things better, or things should manifest much faster, because we know that we're capable of it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But we got to remember, again, we're doing this in, as Kathy D saying, in this meat suit. We're doing this with that. So there's a certain amount of limitations that we got to push through until everything comes online. That's our humanness, our spirituality. And once those two things come into alignment, like they say in this balance, understand, okay, as a human, I got to do it this way. Like I said, I've been on the show looking at more of like Black Lightning and superhero shows, and really understanding a lot of times when the superhero is learning its power, a lot of times they've got to kind of like gauge, you know, I can do this, but when I do this, I flame on, I burn myself out. Or I've got to learn how to channel this energy differently. Or, you know, I've got to concentrate a different way. And we have to understand that every superhero goes through a process of them understanding how to manage or calibrate or their own power. And this is where we are. This heartache and this storm is coming also to help us to recalibrate as well, because I've been liking that word, so we can be able to become more balanced. And that's all it is. When these things come, these storms come, say, okay, I'm getting recalibrated, you know, to actually be just like a card, to get that timing right, to get everything like it's supposed to be going in order. Right now, some worldly things that we are dealing with collectively is become the emperor. That means really going into our power, really being able to balance. Again, it's, to me, is two different types of energies as well. There go those columns again. It's something about us that we got to get our foundation together, most definitely, so we can truly show up and be this emperor, which is like a saying, I've got the power. Able to move things in the physical as well as the spiritual. That's what the emperor, to me, is. I reign over everything. We have this chariot. Once we get that moving, right now we got a lot of things moving, and it's like a domino effect. This happens with this one, this thing, this, and it's almost a process. But it looks like, to me, what's different when you talk about this chariot and this domino effect, once it gets turning, you think about the traditional tarot with the chariot. Once it gets, I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune, which is true too. Once it gets turning, this Wheel of Fortune, and it moves into that chariot. Chariot is fast moving, like lightning. However, the thing is, if you're thinking about dominoes, it's got to start with a beginning. And you don't have to worry about the end, because pretty much energy, the inertia, or the way in which gravity is going to take care of the rest. That's the same way you have to think about it, the universe. Make the first step, and the universe is going to make, as far as all the rest of the chips going to fall where they lay. As long as you set the intentions that it's working for your highest good, it's working for your benefit, this is what you want to see, the outcome, all you got to do is make the first step, and everything else will fall in line. Infidelity. So something about right now, it could be two ways, and I'm getting the pull. One of them is, again, that I'm doing good. One of the infidelities is again, just the obvious in the 3D. Some things is coming out that, again, some infidelity issues as far as maybe with the love of the other, the divine love, in the experiences of relationships, rather it's with you or not. There's an issue there as far as how they express it in some kind of ways, because of this Pisces new moon that came out. It's about taking off the rose-colored glasses and really truly seeing about things where it is. There's been some, I know according to K Moon, some activities, he called it in the Mars and the Venus, which means that's anything that's going in the karmic situations, person, place, or thing, or again, where we're getting these hard lessons, this really, these taskmasters that's really putting it up fire to our booty, is really saying, again, trying to point us in the direction of becoming true and aligned with the matters of our heart. We have been pretty much kind of wishy-washy all over the place, but these things are coming like a little thumping of the head, like get it together, get it together, get it together, get it together. You're not being true. This can also be about you as far as your dreams or things that you might want. There's infidelity there because you are playing. It's like got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I like the way this benefit, I like the way this benefit too, but you're not picking a true path or position in which you're going to be grounded in. So some of us might be torn between 2 lovers, two school, two jobs. I kind of tell to myself, I'm still thinking about how it used to be versus where it is, instead of just really truly walking in to the newness and accepting it. There's a two-footedness. I always remember, like when I had the car in high school, Dad had bought me an LTD, and in order for it to be able to drive, you had to two-foot it, which means you had to put your foot on the gas and foot on the brakes at the acceleration at the same time. And when you came to stop sign, you had to keep it going and put the foot on the brake at the same time, and then let it go when you're going at speeds, and then when you hit to a stoplight again or a light, you had to go back to again two-footedness, which was interesting ride. I had it down to a science how you drove it, but that was interesting. That it drove well, good speed, everything like that. And that got me. I see now why. Sucker big as heck. I'm small, petite, short, and but I was driving that sucker. Thank you for that experience that was given to me, because now I can pretty much, you put me in anything, I could drive. I probably could do a Mack truck if you gave it to me, so that's it. So understanding that we got to choose. It might feel comfortable doing that, but within all, like it did, it stalled on me, doing things right here. It did stall on here on the expressway. This stalled. I know it wasn't me, it's him doing that. So my thing, we didn't want to, but anyway, you know that although it seems like even in that car it's comfortable, it was getting me to point A to point B, it still was a ticking time bomb, because like I said, it could have stopped at any moment. It could not turned over. I could have been on the expressway. It did that. So that was a little risk. That's not really living. Like they say, this ain't living. That ain't really driving. You supposed to get in your car, have no worries, get to point A, point B, and drive it like a normal person. Acceleration and brake. So again, something about you feel like you're comfortable in it, but it's not really truly where you should be. That's not divine. That's not a divine situation, and you need to be working on getting out of that situation. Like I said, that one, or even with yourself, you're kind of him-hawking, but you got to remember that you got to put your mind on what is the divine situation that you want. Okay, this is the High Priestess again, learning something about it that you're looking at. There's an opening to, and you're like, should I take it, should I not? I'm getting a real good view as to what's going on the other side, where I could be. This could be it. I'm looking through the hole, and Spirit is like, okay, now it's time for you to go ahead and jump. Because you got this emperor, which means we're creating empires, kingdoms, those things. Education. Some of us has got to get more educated about what's going on, or we might be wanting to make the leap of faith, or to be education, to get more knowledge about things too as well. So that is actually coming up, and that's going to help. They're saying, I'm being drawn to the card for that healing your brokenness, because again, once I know that's even with me when I went with my session, and she was educating me about how the brain works. And I was like, oh, it helped me to not feel so down on myself, not to be in so brokenheartedness about situations. And so I think with us, again, rather is like seeking counsel or therapy, or talking to somebody, or talking to a friend, or either actually going into the school of college, or some things about your career, because you kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out. If you get more education about it, like I tell the kids, knowledge is what? Power. You will be empowered and not be so two-footedness and practicing infidelity as to which way you want to go. Okay? Next one, your actions. You need to use some prayer and affirmations that they say. And prayer and affirmations at this point is going to exert and give you that firepower that be able to really alchemize and create change. This is what Spirit is also saying. And some of us are really in the point of leaving our situation, person, place, or thing, or actually leaving, that's pretty much it. Person, place, or thing. So you're really thinking about you taking some action. Some of us, and I won't say even you, some of the things that even Spirit has been telling you need to move and act on, so you can get out of this infidelity. It's almost infidelity. It's like you're playing on yourself. You're not being faithful to yourself. You're not really truly being kind, is saying, or loyal to the dreams, to the things the source is giving you and everything like that. You kind of hawking, it's like, okay, well, if I can't be with the one or whatever, this person will do, sleeping around and, those kind of things. In a spiritual sense, sleeping around, it's like, okay, I'll get my kicks off of this, but it's not really the true thing that you're supposed to be going through or handling. And you're not really investing or even trusting yourself that you can be able to go through with that and successfully get it. That's one thing. What is the things that they're saying in your spirit? So in your divine masculine energies, what do you need to move with and to work with? And then we'll get the divine feminine energies, and then it will be a wrap that we need to work with. I always give you that, and I always believe in solutions. There's some things here, again, that's got to be healed about the father issues, and some things about, or they might be healed, but maybe, again, if they are healed, look at some things as far as how your father has handled things to get out of certain situations. And since there's no issues there, that will be able to help you to move on and to deal with this brokenheartedness. Otherwise, that if there is issues, there's some conflict, some family conflict going on. It might be with the baby daddy. They might be either with the father's side of the family. Those things have to be dealt with in order to move from thinking clearly, from dealing with this broken heart, to also having really true balance, because it's saying here that it's storm. So some of you all might be experiencing some family issues that's coming up to the light or to the surface, because they say they want you to truly deal with this. Next thing, ruler of your own wealth. Remember that, again, that you are to move into the emperor energies, that you got to truly believe that abundance is your birthright, abundance is yours. That might be through affirmations that you're going to actually do it. If you watched on the Playground Experience with Kathy D, she talked about telling them, say, I'm going to win the lottery. I have won the lottery. The money is mine. I'm already making plans with it. And how she was even talking to the lady at the place that was selling it. And then she's like, oh, you seem so sure. Oh, you're going to do that? And she's like, yes, I am. To the end of the conversation, the lady changed. She said, well, good luck. No, let me change that. You've already have won, and it's like just a mindset and a change, with the money. So that is something in which we have to create that mindset, instead of it being past tense or future tense, is now tense. This is what we have to when we talk about our money. The duality, there it is again. We got to really handle that duality. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That's right there. And we have to be direct. That's even for me as well. So that's what Spirit said they want us how to handle the situation. I guess I'll name this Stop Cheating on Yourself. Here's what Spirit wants you in divine feminine energies. You need to heal broken promises. When you are ready, I know you will fix this. So again, give yourself some time to heal. Spirit is saying the time is now. Set the intentions that I am healing my brokenheartedness. Ask for the universe to help in healing your brokenheartedness, and then let it go. Just like I said about this dominoes. Set the intentions, and then let the universe go and seek the answers, just like a robot. Just like the search engines. You search in, say, I'm looking for how to heal a broken heart, and it goes out there, and it finds all different websites that can help you. Step 1, 2, 3. Here's 10 ways to heal the broken heart. You know, this is something that, you know, I found you could do. Have the universe do that. Let it be that Google search. Let it be that search engine, that spiritual search engine, universe search engine, to find the answers that you seek. Next one here you have is divine feminine healing. I manifest my own reality with my thoughts and words. Just like what we said about Kathy D, saying already, I'm already a winner. I've won. I'm already making plans. You know, I am a winner. I'm the winner. So that's the same thing. We got to watch that. And they always said about affirmations. So that's very strongly they're saying there. Standards. I will not downplay my needs for anyone. Healed. Again, we talked about that. That was a good one on the playground. Please make sure you go and see that. We talked about how control and how standards help, you know, with the control issues that we have, you know, and it's a good and a bad way to it. But control issues is what is needed. And because, like I said, there's a light and a shadow to things. You do need to be able to control what people are in your space and what does not need to have access pass to it, all access pass to what's going on with you. And so that's, again, standards. You want the job, what's your standards? You want the house, what's your standards? I'm looking for this, I'm not settling for anything less than that. Talk to myself. This is what I'm looking for. You know, and let the universe say, now go and find those things. I need this, 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 and this. You know, and then allow it to go find it. Next thing, it says dreaming. I must co-create with spirit in order to bring my goals to fruition. Okay? And that's, again, you've got to be, in order for you to know where you're going, you got to have a little bit more specification in the way you're sending out that message, so spirit could know where are we going. Otherwise, I was about to say we two fools. Spirit ain't no fool. But anyway, driving and spirit looking at you and saying, where we going? And the same thing I tell myself, even with CP in Texas, she was talking to me, say, well, you want that very thing, but your dad's saying go this way and you off this way. And he's like, okay, is she going to figure out which direction we going to go? Because if that's what she want, I'm going in the direction that she want. But you keep on selling yourself short, lowering your standards about this very thing that you want. And so it's causing division. So this is where we have to kind of also think about, is to, you know, let's get more definite. Let's get more direct as to where, again, like they said here, direct, as to where we want to go, so spirit can be there, so it won't be divided in so many places. Self-love. I must learn to provide myself the same love and dedication I give to others. And that's true. That's what we talked about on last night, about the control, how we cannot just be given over our power so easily to things, especially when we're dealing with this brokenheartedness. Because a lot of times it seems like with this brokenheartedness, I'm looking at this and we're trying to move into the energies of becoming the angel of love. Yes, we do have to walk away so we can be able to have this truly happy family. But then at the same time, in order for us to have this union, we got to walk, or we got to take some action. And the action that they're asking for us is through self-love. Because many of us have, in order for us to have this brokenheartedness, that means we handed our heart over to somebody, certain place, person, place, or thing. And we have to show compassion to ourselves. We might even have to forgive ourselves that we allowed ourselves to be in a position to give that over. And so that's where it starts. And then all this other stuff, like they said, when you're ready. These broken promises that have been given to you, like, yeah, we're going to get married, didn't. Yeah, we're going to live together, didn't. Yes, you get the promotion for the job, didn't. They gave it to somebody else, you know, those things. So we've got to go through that process of loving ourselves first and forgiving ourselves and showing compassion to ourselves, and watch the negative self-talk that we have with ourselves, that we can be able to really truly see the gift that the present, being in the present, is actually giving us, which is ourselves. Okay? Next thing about healing here, which is reserved. Silence is golden. Some things are just better just left unsaid. I think a lot of times, especially when we got this brokenheartedness, we want to be able to, stretch myself. We want to be able to have some reconciliation. We want to have some type of closure to stuff. We want to know why. I know Mama asks a lot of time, why did he do? Why did he? Why? And sometimes there is no why. They can be able to feel the hole or the hurt or the pain. There's no answer to why a person chose to do that when they had told you in every sign within them that they love you and only you. There's no way as far as us to be able to really truly understand why. And in this insane, to me, when I hear saying golden, in that silence, in that nothingness, there is an answer. And gold represents understanding. And sometimes you have to get to a point that peace that passes understanding, to understanding that is your answer. And you have to be okay with not getting the answer when that is the answer for now. Watch the actions. Watch what's verbally being said. Spirit is saying, look at what's in between the lines. Because a lot of times, those of us that are looking for the answers for the person, it won't be given from them, but it will be given, they're saying, in the surroundings. So keep your eyes open. Keep your ears open. Keep your nose to the grindstone. I hear Dad saying that. My nose. Sense everything, because the answers to some of you all's heartache as to why and what happened is around you. And it's almost like they're saying you don't have to look no further. What's that about? You don't have to look no further. I don't know. It's a song that has that. All right, then. If you are interested in getting a read with me, you know I'm always open. You can go to Divineunisouls11.co. Also, listen in on my new series for the month of March, which is writing your journaling into your way to the divine in 5. That's a good one. It helps you to heal, because I truly do believe that in order for us to be able to create these breakthroughs in this alchemy, we need to deal with the mind, the body, and the spirit, or the soul as we know it. And one way of doing that is I'm helping you to unpack through your mind certain issues and things that come up. And so that's one thing that you could be able to do in order to address those issues, especially when you're talking about this brokenheartedness. Okay? All right, then. And if you need a trauma release through your bodies, because a lot of times right now we got a lot of body aches and this and that. If you need that, please make sure you come and see me at AshantiWellnessCenter.com for you to be able to book a session with me. And then also, if you want a past life regression session, come see me too as well. Okay? All right, then. I'm coming down here fresh in my morning PJs to give you this message. Because again, like I said, client, it woke me up as spirits like, I gotta want the answers. I'm like, okay, let me get myself on up and do this. So it's always stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascending. I'm gonna go. Love you. Until next time, keep on doing what you're doing, keep on shining, and keep on being the divine you that you're meant to be. All right, until next time. See ya.